let us check that everything is working beautifully. And just to FYI, if you're wondering why my hair is looking like this, well, Scar and I just filmed a beauty video. That'll be up in a few days. You shall see. I'm going to keep rambling until this starts and I know that this is working. So, get your drink, if you can hear me. I don't know if anyone can. This is awkward. The start of the live stream, always awkward. I was going to have a coffee, but I've got an electrolyte drink. Because that's a thing now that I have to do in life because I sweat so much. Come on, work, 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 work. All right, I just want to double check that this is all going to work and that people can hear me, that people can see me. So please let me know in the chat or somewhere that this is working, because that would just make me really, really happy. But today, basically, we are going to be talking about your biggest travel fears. So let me just see if that everything is working beautifully. Well, that seems to be working on that end. So I'm just going to wait for someone to confirm that they can hear me and see me, and we shall get on the way. Hello? Hi! Hi, girl. I see you. Okay, so I took to Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram and asked you what your biggest travel fear was, whether it was irrational as hell or doesn't matter, like big or small, and I would respond to it in a live stream. Mainly doing this live stream because one, kind of addicted to live streaming. Yeah, it's a thing now. And two, because we have been so busy. We're going to be picking up Thailand Rob from 20 Seconds in Thailand very soon from the airport, so I've got to keep an eye on that clock. So I'll probably be around for the next half an hour. Please get your questions like about fears and traveling and your biggest fears in the chat box thing. And I'm going to take over now to Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. I've got so many. Oh my god. So we're going to jump straight into them and see how it goes. Okay, we'll go to Twitter first. Tanya Molina says, getting mugged or having my belongings stolen. So basically, if you don't know this video, I'm just going to respond to your biggest fears. That is a fear, and that's quite a justified fear to have. That's not irrational at all. Having your belongings stolen, things like that can happen in hostels from time to time. I've been very lucky so far, touch wood. It's nothing very travel related, getting mugged and things like that. So I wouldn't stress too much about that. You know, just do as you do at home. Don't walk down that dodgy alleyway abroad if you wouldn't do it at home. You know, things like that. Keep your wits about you and you'll be fine. Chris said, heard the ATMs are really sketchy in Thailand. What do you do to withdraw cash? I just withdraw them anyway. I just withdraw cash. It's fine. One thing to remember, your card comes out last. Now, like in England, your card comes out first, then your cash. Other way around in Thailand. Okay, that is pretty much Twitter done. Now we're going to get onto Facebook. Oh my god. Where do I even start on this? Let's start from the bottom, because why not? Jonathan Pratt said, being robbed, anything else, I don't care. Yeah, being robbed is something a lot of people are worried about. And really, you don't have to worry that much. I'm sure you may not, unless you're from Birmingham. Sorry, I had to pull in a Birmingham joke somewhere here. Unless you're walking around Birmingham and you live there, then I'm sure you don't do this at home. So it's not as common as you think. It really isn't. I mean, it's just not something I'd worry about. Run out of money. This is a huge one I get constantly. The money is the issue and running out of money. And it's kind of why I try and do the, let's go back into this. It's why I do the How Expensive Is series, so I can just give you an idea of how much things cost. Also, that's why in my vlogs I'll try and show you costs and prices and link accommodation whenever I remember to, because that's your only way of knowing really how much things are going to cost in another country. So I wouldn't... Thing is, so long as you do your research for budgeting, there's so many resources, not just my videos, but there are tons of blog posts about costs of living and traveling in different parts of the world that you should be absolutely fine. And the one thing I can say, and I'm pretty sure I said it in my last live stream, is check your bank regularly. I know the temptation is there to run screaming, to run away and never look at your bank account, but really, Really, you've got to keep on top of your money. Otherwise, you're going to run out, because it's very easily done just to keep spending and using your debit card on accommodation and stuff and flights. Just keep checking your bank account. All right, that's all I've got to say. Losing your passport. I got this a few times now from the looks of it. Losing your passport. All right, so if you lose your passport, most people don't actually know what to do. This shall require some liquids. If you lose your passport, firstly, always have a copy of your passport. Have one sent to your email address. So scan it, send it to yourself, and have it in your inbox, and maybe shoot it off to a few other people, so you've always got an electronic version of it, so you can just find a computer or some Wi-Fi and get it, or actually get a printout and have it laminated and keep it in your wallet. So then if you lose your passport, all you've got to do is go to the embassy. The reason you have a copy is a good thing is because then getting a new passport will be so much easier. They can still get it. You walk into your embassy and be like, I've lost my passport. That's fine. They can get you another one and then sort that out for you. But it's much easier if they can actually have a copy of your passport to see it's you, to see all your numbers and all that schmuckness on your passport. Keeping a copy of it, but just go to your embassy. That's what you gotta do, is if you lose it. I mean, it's annoying, and my passport is my pride and joy. More than my camera, more than my laptop, is my absolute pride and joy. And what else we got? Money. Yes, I know. This is another one I came across quite a bit, is people worried about their family getting sick. I'm hoping okay, twofold here. I really hope that isn't stopping you from going. Oh, and by the way, hi to the 48 people watching. Hey. I really hope that doesn't stop you from traveling. What people back home, but then I will preface that by saying that if someone is already ill, say a parent, a grandparent, someone very close to you is ill, then I completely understand why that would be a fear of going away, especially at that time. So I get that. But if it's just for the general fact that anyone at any point could get ill or could, heavens forbid, pass away while you're not there, that's something that is out of your control. And it should not stop you from living your life. Things that are out of your control should never stop you from living the life you want to live, because you can't control them, so don't even try. All right? It's a horrible thought, and no one wants to go through that. No traveler wants to think about something happening back home when they're away. No one does. But again, not in your control. There's nothing you can do about it. So you can either, and like I said, I want to emphasize this, that I'm not talking about people who actually have family members who are ill at the time. That's completely understandable. You don't want to leave them, and I get that. But if you're going to live your life waiting for no one you love to get ill, and it's never going to work. So yes, it's a horrible thing, and it always pops into Travis' mind, pops into my mind now and again, and you just kind of got to put it away, because when it happens, you'll sort it out, you'll figure it out, but not in your control. I'm not going to keep saying that because I'm repeating myself. Missing my flight. Don't get to the airport on time. Do your research and see how far the airport is. All right? It's not a big deal. Some airports are pretty far outside of cities, so do your research on that and see how long it's going to take. That's normally the only way you're going to miss it. Like in Manila, it took forever to get from the airport into the city centre, into the business district in the Philippines. The traffic, it's not exactly that it's far, but the traffic in the Philippines, holy hell. I'm glad we weren't in a rush. You got to add on an extra hour, at least, to what you originally planned to get to that airport. It's madness. Shay Johnson says that if I leave the country, USA, I won't be able to get back in. Guess I've watched too many movies where it happens. What movies? They won't let you back in. It's your country, girl. Do not be silly. That is absolutely crazy talk. You go. You have the time of your life. Someone's terrified of planes. Right. Crystal Miller, getting on the plane. I'm terrified of planes and get super anxious before flying, but I'm working on fighting this fear. Yes, girl. Fight that fear. Let me check my live stream is working. Hello, 67 people. Yes, hello. Okay, just check that. I'll go back every now and again, make sure that's working fine. And I just don't see in the chat like lagging, lagging, lagging. Yes, I know, I can't do anything about it. All right, so fear of flying. I've never had a fear of flying. I've been on planes since I was pretty small. But congrats, girl. That's all I'm going to say is congrats for working on that fear. I mean, maybe, normally it's the takeoff and landing that people don't like. And I know a lot of people are scared of that bit, but the middle bit, when they're up in the air, they're actually quite alright with. They're alright. They can deal with that. They can, get some sleep and distract themselves. It's the takeoff and landing. So figure out what part you're scared of. And to be honest, you know how to face. Damn it! Ruin the beautiful moment. You know how to get over that fear, and that's to face it. And I know you will, go. You do it. This is another big one. Language. Not speaking the language of the country you are in. Let me go back to you. Hello, 75 people. Hey, Craig. All right, sorry, going back. We'll be coming to your chat questions at the end, by the way, and I'll catch up with you all, but there's so many questions. Right, not being able to speak the language. One of the best things about it is the body language in the most part, and smiling is a universal language. Seriously, like, even in Thailand, a lot of people speak, they can communicate, they speak pretty good English, but you still have to either learn some words, just a few phrases to get you going, like how much is something and things like that. But if you can't do that, then pointing, I want to say, even though pointing is rude in some cultures, so shut up, Ali, you're giving really bad advice here. You know what I mean? Like, if you wanted an egg with your food, then you might have to, or if you didn't want egg, like, no. Use your hands, smile, take your time, it's okay. I've always said I feel very privileged to speak English as a first language because it's such a big language in the world that not everyone speaks it. Like, from what I know, if you go to Japan or China, no one's speaking English. No one. No one. It's terrifying, but I really want to go to those two countries. But as an English speaker, I've got more chance, if I ever get into a kerfuffle, of finding someone that does speak at least a small amount of English. Very privileged to be able to speak English fluently. Do like that. Again, just learn a few phrases, use your hands and smile. Don't get angry because, you'll be fine. I mean, we do it constantly. It just has to be done. I mean, I wish I could just speak any language. Oh my God. When people say, if you had one wish, actually, that would probably be the wish. It'd really probably be the wish. What else we got? Money. Yes. I've answered all of these people. Food poisoning. Zachary, food poisoning. Right, yeah, that's fun. That's real fun. One thing I would recommend for food poisoning is you take Imodium with you everywhere. Now, here's the thing with Imodium. When I got that tummy bug, someone asked in the comments, why didn't you take Imodium? Now, you're only meant to take Imodium either if you're going through that badly, that ties that said they didn't really care that thing, and they personally didn't care about it. So just do your reading, take in as much as you can. Thailand being loud, that's majorly disrespectful. Don't be loud. Don't be shouting and screaming with your friends in a pub like you do back in Birmingham. I know you, my brummies. I know you. I was one of you. Not anymore though. Still am at heart. When we leave Thailand, start screaming. Get some more questions in. Absolutely, Mrs. Harper 990 taking the first step of booking. I think the rest will work its way out. Yes, it will. Officer Cat Fancy. That is a great Instagram name. Missing out on the stuff I should see or do while I'm traveling. If I travel this far, I want to do and see everything I can. First off, you're not going to see everything. So don't put pressure on yourself to see everything because you're not going to. And to be honest, by exhausting yourself by like, let's do everything, let's go everywhere, and just like, no. Take some, do as much as you can, absolutely, but take some chill time. Just relax. Don't worry. You'll see so much. Like I said in the last live stream, like seeing with the cafe and people watching ain't a waste of time for me. Not mad at it. Not mad at all. Are we having problems on the video? Are we having problems? Please don't be problems. That's not nice. Alright, we're going to get back onto this, people. This will be available on my channel, do not worry. To miss out on amazing places that might have been around the corner and not knowing it. That was from Leslie. That's the thing then, go around the corner. You're not going to see everywhere and see everything, so don't try. It's okay. That's where you go back to places and you discover even more. You'll never see everything, ever, ever, ever. So don't put that high expectation on yourself. Having no money, yep, big one, lots of big ones. Seeing big spiders or having to sleep in the room with cockroaches. We're going to the Philippines, Australia, and Thailand next year. We actually hadn't seen spiders or snakes. How's this live stream doing? Oh, come on, what's going on? Come on. All right, there we go. Sorry, it said it was completely offline, and it was completely offline. Sorry, let's go back to this. Yes, spiders. I've seen my fair share in Australia, not as many as you think, so don't freak out, you're fine. It's just in the like, you go into the desert, you're gonna see scorpions and centipedes and spiders and snakes. You're gonna yes, a couple of nights ago we saw a massive spider here in Thailand. It was my first one. I mean, I don't count little ones you find in the bathroom as spiders, really. They're spiders in their own right, but they're not scary. This one was huntsman size. I'm talking to my face. This is how close my face is. We're talking that big, and it puts its legs out to the side. Maybe like that big when it's all out. That probably didn't help you much. You're gonna see them. Actually use it as an opportunity to get over your fear. That's the best thing I could say about it. What have we got? So many, guys. I'm trying to like skim through to see if there's any new ones. I'm sorry if I miss it. There's so many. I don't have time to go through everyone. Charlie May Lewis. Oh, I'm so sorry if I just butchered your Instagram name. I've just arrived in Chiang Mai solo and I have 2 days here. Tell me what I need to do. 2 days, so it's Tuesday. See, I haven't got a lot of options for markets, really. The big markets won't be on. I would say go around and do a temple tour. And when I say temple tour, don't pay anyone to do it. Just get a map, circle them yourself, and go and have a look. We've got some stunning temples here. Drink good coffee, eat lots of food, and if you have a day spare, you could go up to Doi Satep, up to the temple. You can get a son tao up there, haggle for a good price. All right, that is Instagram done. Right, let's see what you lovelies have been talking about. Up to the top, to the top. Okay, so I'm going to go through these now. Talk amongst yourselves for a moment. Da, 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 da. Hello, everybody. Terrorists are a big problem. Yeah, they're a big problem, but don't let them stop you traveling, ever. I feel like I should do a video on that. I have a lot to say about that. But then we get to like the political side of stuff, and I don't want to go there sometimes. Not on YouTube, anyway. Good morning from Ireland. Good morning. Money again. Sorry, I thought that was a completely different question. You're all worried about money. I know. I understand. How do you deal with other people's expectations when you go home? I worry about going back. I'm on a 3-year trip. Melissa Gimson. How do you deal with other people's expectations when you go home? I don't worry about what other people are worrying about and what their expectations of me are. I never have. I don't know what you mean. Like, my parents are they're very supportive, extremely supportive, 100% supportive in the life I've chosen. They're very proud of me. And as we said in my last video, I'm very proud of myself as well. That was emotional, man. Real emotion. But yeah, I don't worry about what anyone has to say. Most people are really just happy to see me, want to hear about my stories and tell me they wish they could do the same. Then I give them the spiel how they can do the same. You just got to believe in yourself. What do we got? Scared of my luggage being lost. What are the chances of it getting lost? Living the Sugoi... Sorry. I'm bad with words. Ali's very bad with words. It's a good thing sometimes, because it makes for funny videos. Scared of my luggage being lost. Okay, luggage being lost. Never had my luggage lost. Getting a flight in 2 weeks. I really don't want to jinx. That's touching wood, if anyone wondered. I think, is it a British thing? I don't know. It might be a British thing. Don't know what the chances are, but that's why I'll always say, keep all of your valuables in your hand luggage at all time. My laptop, my camera, my passport, my purse, my everything important stays with me at all times. And it might be a good idea to, you know, throw some underwear in there or something so you got something for the next day. But yeah. Are you going to upload this like last time? Yes, it will be on my channel because I know the streaming isn't the best on my internet. And plus, you know, this is my today's video. I don't have time to edit a video. So. Hey-o from East Midlands. Hello from West Midlands if I was there. Do you buy any travel insurance? Yes. Fears. Come on, give me some more fears. I'm scared of not... Okay, so Buzzy Muzzy says, hello, I'm scared of not having enough money along the way somehow and just becoming like homeless in another country. Don't let it get to that point. Like I said earlier, you don't let it get to that point. You check your bank, you keep, you know, an eye on your money situation. That's all. After all these months traveling, don't you miss having a stable place? Don't you miss your family? I do miss my family, but I never get homesick. It's not an offense to anyone back home, but I just don't ever get homesick. I'd love to go home and see everyone, absolutely. It's not that. After all these months traveling, don't you miss having a stable place? So this comes from Cams Sasto. Sorry, I forgot to mention the name. No. That's why we kind of like stay in Thailand and stuff like that. We can kind of stop and enjoy it. Enjoy it for a while. I get itchy feet too much, so having somewhere permanently, which is just ridiculous for us. Yeah, that's what that was. Right, next. Oh, 00 Krishna 00. My fear is falling in love with long time travel and having to turn my life around to accommodate that. That's the best love you can have. Don't ever fear about having to accommodate for it. You will want to accommodate for it. That's not going to be the issue. This is going to be. It's amazing. It's a great love affair. Ooh. Any more fears? Any more fears? More fears, please. How did you decide to become a full-time traveller? Isn't it scary to live in country so different from your home country? To be honest, we lived in Australia, not that different. Uber Western, uber modern. New Zealand, you know, very like England actually with the weather and stuff, so that was that. Thailand, to be honest, Chiang Mai is quite Western in its ways, It has the conveniences. Quite a few people speak English. Most things are in English here, like written in translation, as well as Thai. It's like, I don't know, maybe we're just used to it, but going to live in a village in India, maybe, now that'd be an experience I'd be up for. That to me is different from my own country. I don't know. I find little comforts here and there and similarities. I think automatically everyone does that naturally. I don't know what I'm saying. Dari May, aloha Ali, I leave for Auckland in 2 days. I hear overpacking is a sign of anxiety. Is it? I didn't knew that. Woo! Then I have spent a lot of my life very anxious. I've never been through customs. Any tips? No animals, fruits and meat, right? No. Leave your cat at home. Put the bacon and bananas aside. You'll be fine. Don't worry. And as my rule for packing, half it and half it again. Sorry. Thank you. The fear of coming back from long-term travel broke with no money. Yeah, it sucks to go back, James, with no money. But it's not like it would have all been for naught, you know? You would have had the most amazing time of your life. Fears. I need more fears, people. I think we're going to wrap this up real soon. Sorry guys, any questions that aren't on fears I'm not going to do today. I will save all questions for my monthly live stream. It's just this one's going to be just on fears. Getting ripped off in Thailand. Don't let them rip you off. Stand strong. That is my baht. I will not pay 100. It is worth barely 10. Be polite. Okay, I think that is pretty much it. Oh, we got more. Oh my god, how long? What time is it? Alright, I'm gonna have to go soon, guys. Let me pick one more from here. My biggest fear is racism. I actually get some people email me about this. And no offense, please feel free to email me about stuff, but I don't feel qualified to talk about it so much. You know, I don't really know what advice to give you. A lot of people normally ask, is Australia as racist as people tell me? I'm going to be damn honest with you. A lot of Australians are racist. A lot aren't. It's something, I suppose, that just happens in the world. And it sucks. But don't let it stop you. Why would you let that? Don't ever let that stop you. I'm pretty sure you're not going to get stoned in the streets. I'm pretty sure you're going to be okay. Alright? Surround yourself with good people, travelers who are open-minded, who love everyone, who don't give a crap about what color your skin is. Surround yourself with those people. Find those people, love those people, hang out with those people. Alright, let me just check Twitter. I will do one off Twitter if I've got one come in. Never wanting to come home. That should not be a fear. That sounds like absolute luxury. Alright, I'm going to have to end this live stream here because it is 3:30 in the afternoon for me here in Thailand. I'm sorry. Please let me know if you like this, simply because I'm still going to do the monthly one for my monthly favorites. Because we're so busy, like majorly hair pulling non-stop at the moment. I just did this because we're going to go out in half an hour. I don't have time. Why 20 minutes? Shit. I don't have time to edit and stuff and put up. So if you like this, that works for both of us, because there may be times where I'm like, I don't have time to sit down and do this video. I just like to do it live and then put it up there. Plus, I love being able to interact with you all, like having this chat and going over to Twitter. So yeah. I hope you enjoyed this. Leave any of your questions down below. Let's help each other out. Let's give each other some love and support. And I am going to go and pick Robert up from the airport. I hope you enjoyed this, and I will see you in a couple of days where you can get to see this, why all this happened. That'll be fun. All right, I will see you later. Bye!